Hey, Nocturnal. How are you going? Oh, damn about the reorganization. Glad that you survived it. Yeah, I've been going good. Just, it's winding up to the end of the year, so it's, you know, that sort of stressful period where you're just trying to get everything done. Alright, I might as well start. Give me 2 seconds. I'll bring that up. Don't know how my hair looks. Ah, there we go. Cool. All right. I'm just bringing up U-Track. So I'm getting messages from my partner. Alright. So we didn't quite finish this bug the other day, and I just couldn't do it yesterday. Had something else on. Ended up in a QA section of the business, but apparently my team is going to be building tools to help the QA, not doing the QA itself. Oh, nice. That would be fun. But who QAs the tools for the QAs? Actually, no, that would be the QAs. Yeah. Just trying to be silly. Yeah. We've also got Socks here. She's been well behaved today. She heard her name. She's like, what's up? There she is. Plotting her, plotting something. Alright, so let's get this booted up. npm run watch. We'll put it in debug mode. So we essentially started moving stuff outside of the component itself, so they sit in parallel. And the idea is, because they were underneath each other, when you hide one modal, it will hide the other one. Whereas if they're in parallel, hopefully when I hide the one modal, it won't hide the other one too. So fingers crossed all this work could be, yeah, fingers crossed this work does all work. Yeah, it could be interesting as long as we're not just considering extra manpower for QA. Yeah. Socks is back into a pacing mode. I found, I don't know if this comes up on stream correctly, but I found this. So if she keeps pacing, I'm going to put it on her, see how she feels. It's one of those thunder coats. I don't know if she's just freaking out whenever I'm talking. She doesn't do it during the day, only at night time. Alright, so where were we? Go to localhost. Let's also, oops. Let's open up, not that one. Oh, what was that? Oh yeah, that's the read the docs sort of stuff. I've also, wrong one, wanted this one. I've also gone back to my laptop for displaying stuff instead of my iPad, because she keeps trying to knock over the iPad or pressing all the buttons. Maybe she thinks you're going mad and started talking to yourself. That is highly likely. Alright, this bug I had last night is gone. So I am going to reset the canvas. So what we've done is we've got the downloads, the documents component here. And we've put the uploads module here. So the idea is when we close this, this stays open. I will get better with the pen. I know some people can't read my handwriting and I do apologize. It's usually a lot better. Alright, so what we want to do, we want to go to Kanban board. We want to open up one of these. We're going to clone what we did with this, where we hit add user. So what we want to do, so I believe we want to close the card information and wait a few seconds and open this up. I'm doing advent of code. Oh, nice. Yeah, I should do that one year. I just feel I'm not good enough at times. Because there's a lot of basics which I just keep forgetting, or there's new stuff which I just don't know. Do once you can. Yeah. And then I should push myself. Okay, I'm just going to close all tabs. I'm going to keep this simple. I want to deal with the users first. So what we want to do, open up this. We're just double checking this component here. Just in case it's a another component. All right, socks, it's starting to pace. Okay, so card information, we've got all of this. We've got the documents module, we've got the users module. Card users. All right, good thing I did double check. So it is card users. It's not that hard, a lot of string processing and simple maths. Oh, I should be good with the math section of stuff. For some strange reason, I just really excel at that sort of stuff. All right. Sorry, card users. Source, JavaScript, components, card information, card users. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to scroll down to this on add users. So we go down here, so we get the card information modal close button. And then we show what we want to show. All right, cool, we can do that. So we want the download stuff. So that will be part of the downloads module. So under modules, submodules, we've got the downloads module. All right, so I'm just going to plop this over here. At least so far, this is my first year, so let's see how it goes. Yeah, tell me how it goes. No, because Sock's is looking extra cute at the moment. She's not pacing. Make sure she's, yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, so upload document. So upload document list. No, upload document, sorry. Upload document. So we've got this section. That's pretty easy. And what we want to do is we want to grab these 3 lines. But close the card modal if exists. So only if it exists. So we need const card modal equal document.get elements by ID. And then we have card information modal close button. Like so. If card modal does not equal undefined, card modal dot click. Like so. I'm just going to do this just so it's more readable. And then what we need to do, open the upload document modal. Done. So I'm just changing stuff over here. All right, cool. Yep. So just making sure I can read stuff. That's all. There we go. All right, sweet. That was the good thing about having the iPad was I could have it closer. But Socks loves to knock it over. Loves pressing the buttons on it. Yep. All right, so that should do that. That's pretty easy to do. So if we actually hit reload and we hit downloads, we should hit upload. Oh. Nothing else happened. All right, we've also, thank you for stepping on this, mouse socks. Override location ID, expected a string with value 0, got number value with 0. All right, we'll quickly fix that. Okay. Yeah, it should be picking up that okay. Give me 2 seconds. I might need to put this code at the end. And hey, Sandy Lee, how are you today? Hopefully you're going well. Oh. Oh, yep, it's closing that. Then it doesn't go here. All right. I'm just going to paste that here. Like so. Then I'm going to have console log upload modal here. And then we're just going to have upload modal. Like so. Right, we're going to have a refresh. does do that. All right, then upload document modal. And then that to show. We might need to delay it. Might be one of those things that we have to delay. Okay. What I'm doing is set timeout. Upload document modal dot show. And we're timing that out for a good second. I think that's the case because there is a delay on the cards themselves appearing and reappearing. And no, it's not wanting to show at all. Okay, let's check to make sure this isn't broken somewhere else. So we go to tasks, we go to our documents, we hit upload document, there's socks in its head. Right, let's see if that's there we go. All right. Let's upload document. Nothing. Card modal is null, so I'm not rendering it at all. Okay, so did you just purposely do that, Socks? Yeah. Need like blue tack at the bottom of it. Alright. There you go. So what I want to do, let's undo all of this. I am just going to just do that. Now, it won't work there. It should work here. Okay. All right, let's wait 1 second. I'm actually going to see if this works. So I'm clicking on this, I'm hitting the downloads, I'm going to upload document, it'll take 1 second for that to appear. All right, plenty of time. Now this, if we do one line at a time, that's working. Waiting a few seconds, hitting reload. That is the weirdest thing. Here I was thinking that it was because it wasn't in this way. Because the old way, memory people remember, so we had the uploads modal under here. And I was always under the impression that this never appeared because this was disappeared. But now, these are two separate components. We should be able to see that in this view. So we've got the downloads module and then we've got the upload documents wizard, which is completely and utterly separate. Another thing I want to check is these act a bit differently. So what actually happens is if we refresh this, if I click anywhere random on here, it won't close. And I kind of want to do that with the uploads. So I'm just seeing how I did that again. So that will be with the card information. Are you okay there, Socks? You are on camera. Alright, I think we want this. These two lines. So we want the BS backdrop static, BS keyboard false, tab index, yep. Yep. And we're just going to make sure. Aww, latte. I've constantly got big dry biscuits out for the cats, so yeah, that stopped them from meowing at me. I'm gonna feed him as it just hits feeding time. Fair enough. Now these two buttons are completely and utterly different. All right, let's hit refresh. Okay. Do you mind, Socks? Did you want the little coat? Yes. You will get treats soon. You did, but they got fat. Ah! Fair enough. Yeah, when I first got Socks, she was just a bit over 1 year old, and she was a mother. So she had, they say she had 2 litters. I don't know about that. They definitely caught her with 1. And essentially, when I got her, she wasn't used to having food constantly there, and she kept on eating and eating and eating, and actually got quite pudgy. And I was like, oh, okay, so she's going to be a pudgy cat. And I think one day it just clicked for her that she didn't need to worry about food. I think she was just eating food, and I was just filling up the bowl, and it just clicked for her, being like, oh, okay. And then she lost weight. She used to be pudgy. All right. Yeah, all right. So I'll fix one thing. But yeah, I can't... I want to check one thing. So I want to close it. Let's do this at the modal level. Sucks, I need my mouse. I can see you. I'm trying to sit on my mouse. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a plan of attack. The card's information modal, so that would be card information modal. Alright, sweet. Information modal. Alright, so card modal dot hide. And then that. Don't know if that will work. I doubt it. Mustn't have waited for enough. Or I might have caused an error. So it's not hiding that modal. And then we want that to show. All right. It is, yeah, this. Okay. Set timeout. Upload document modal dot hide. And let's do that after a second. Just gonna refresh again. So after 1 second, that works. What if I get rid of all of this? Wait a second or two, hit refresh. It's like I don't have access to this properly. What if I do... So they're going to hit reload again. And it hides it, but it doesn't do it correctly. Do I have a bug? Yeah, of course I have a bug, but Okay, let's have a look at the card information. We've got modal fade, card information ID, yep, static, false, -1, as the tab index. Modal content, modal header. I mean, this looks all correct. All right, let's have a look. Bootstrap modal hide is not working. Alert comes in else, but my model is not hidden. Added bootply. Yep, all right. Check console for any errors. There are none for me. If you forgot after alert, remove the fade class. Just double check that, because sometimes it doesn't compile in time. And should get rid of that. And I'm just going to go console log card modal. All right, let's see if this works. Okay. I've removed the fade. Oh. Okay. Had the same problem, remove the fade class. I think this class makes a time delay on JS hide command. People are saying that worked. Remove fade instantly resolve the issue. The issue is with the fade class, but you don't need to remove it. Do as follow else. My model show digit. Yeah, I don't want to write random. I want to be able to use Bootstrap stuff. Because, and the good reason it is, if I upgrade Bootstrap and they do something slightly different, which can happen, however, that slightly different doesn't matter because they handle that difference. I don't want this becoming an issue later on if they implement that difference. Whereas if I use what they've got already, hopefully it'll work. So one of the differences we had was they started adding in this BS for Bootstrap when we were actually using Bootstrap Alpha. All of a sudden it stopped working when we, I think at one particular version, and we had to go through the whole entire code base and actually upgrade this. So we're just going to hit refresh. Yeah. Yeah, sucks. All right, improve solution, hide modal. So we go to my modal, remove classes. in model backdrop remove. All right. This is 9 years ago, so this is also... Okay, modal hide function is not working in Bootstrap. Okay. Doing it wrong. You need to use the hide on the same modal instance. Ah. Also, you don't need that obsolete HTML4 stuff. You can always, yep. All right. Now, I didn't do any Vuex sort of stuff for this, did I? No, I'm not handling showing and closing of any modals at the Vuex level. Which, yeah, I'm glad I'm not, because it will just be a complete mess. So... and I just remembered. Alright, cool. If we reset the canvas. So card info is here. We've got a bunch of other components. Then we've got the download module. And then we've got the uploads module. Alright, so this is the issue. I'm closing this. This is underneath it. And I should have thought of that a lot sooner. Okay, so under card information, we've got the upload document wizard here, which is not where we want it. So I'm going to cut that. So card information should be at the Kanban board level. Sorry, the Kanban information level, I do believe. So we've got the board, we've got the cards. We should have card information here. So what we want is we actually want it underneath card information. Like so. All right, so that should be good. So what we want to do is we want to clean up this. We still want this. We don't want this. We want this. Not that yet. We kind of want this. So, I'm just going to hit reload. Perfect. All right, I want to add the fade back in. Like so, because I don't like that snap decision. No, I forgot where I put fade on this. And I've just realized I've got to undo what I've just pasted, which is fine. No, we want download documents module. Oh, no. Yeah, we want to get rid of this. We just put it on. Alright, cool. Yeah, we just wanted to keep that out of there. Sweet. Alright, cool. I'm going to hit reload. I'm going to hit this. I'm going to hit downloads. I'm going to hit this. I'm going to hit this. Perfect. That's what we want. And then when we upload a file, we want this. If we hit close, that's fine. It goes back to nothing. We don't care. Cool. So what we need to do now is with the uploads document wizard, we need to make sure that it goes to the correct location. So I'm just going to click on number 4. We want to go to the components. We want to click the document upload wizard, which now should be outside of card information. And the override location ID is 4, and it's a Kanban card suite. And then what we need to do is much like this wizard, we need it to revert back. All right. So add user to card. So when we have add user, we send the user data. We'll get the, all right, so we close the thing. Reshow the card model. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So now this will be for the upload document wizard. So we've got the upload document. Upload files. So we go through this process. All right. So in this sort of case, what we want to do, if exists, we now I don't know if that's going to error out. So what we want to do is we want to have const card modal equals document.get element by ID and then card information modal. Now I actually might just make that a let, because then I can do something like this. If card model does not equal undefined, then we've got ourselves a card model equals new model card model dot show, like so. I think that should work. Let's hit refresh. Let's find out. Okay, down to our downloads. Let's go uploads. Let's hit this. Let's armed with calculators. Let's go upload file. Cannot upload. Oh, all right. I need to actually turn on my Minio. Sorry. There we go. That's what we wanted. Now we're not finished yet. We also have the same problem with this. So we've got to replicate what we did here. And we've got to replicate it for here too. Not going to be a problem. We've got most of the heavy lifting. Now we just need to actually copy a lot of what we've just done, but implement it for the folder and the link sort of process. So the idea being is we go into here. We're going to move that out, move that out. Yeah, I do watch Oik. Oik has actually rated me a couple of times. It looks like he's now streaming early my morning. So, yeah. I don't know what time zone he is in. No, he's not. Alright, so... trying to think. We've got our card information. I've just closed the Kanban board for no reason. Sorry, the Kanban information for no reason. So we've got the upload wizard there. If we have a look at the documents module, we'll need to extract. Oh, we're going to need to do it with the confirm delete too, the add link wizard, and the add folder. Yeah, I've got a YouTube now. So I tend to keep all of these old recordings in there and so forth like that. I don't do much with them. I do trim them at the start and end down, and that's all I do. I don't edit them down whatsoever. So there's a lot of stages where you get, much like in the live stream, just me staring at the code menacingly. So, yeah. Alright, so the Kanban board information, we will need to add folder wizard, add link wizard, and the confirm delete stuff. We'll need to port over. I don't know how we can move that over. Get destination. Well, that's part of the override stuff. Oh. We've hard-coded it here. Socks, do you mind? The reason why we've hard-coded it here is this is Kanban information. We don't need to actually state where it is. It looks like these will also be hard-coded. So I'm going to start with the folder wizard first. So we're going to cut that off. Actually, we're going to first copy it. So we're just going to paste it in here. Now the get destination will automatically go to Kanban card. Another place to see, yeah, when you're not streaming. Ah, cheers, thank you. We don't actually have the location current folder or folded filtered list. Do we have that in the VueJS already? We do actually have current folder. Oh, you okay there, Socks? Just a little tiny squeak in the microphone. Are you wanting treats? Alright, so we can get current folder from the VueJS. So we can do that right now. Here I go, Socks. You're getting treats. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. All right. Provided, yep. All right, in your bed. In your bed, sweetie. Also, Max is here. Alright, socks. In your bed. Yes, hop in. No, hop properly in your bed. You should know how this works now. Max. Come on, Max. Alright. Treats. There we go. Chew them, Max. Chew them. The dental treats. Oh. You just gulp that down. Oh, I didn't put it on full screen. Whoops. There's one more treat, socks. There we go. And I hit a treat. There we go, she got it this time. Nope, that's the wrap up. Time for coffee, fair enough. Alright, so current folder we can get from the Vuex. So we just scroll down here. And then we've got current folder. Is get current folder. That's all the code we need. The folder filtered list. Folder filtered list is the get folder filtered list. Alright, cool. I've already programmed that in. And update all right, if I update folded list, all right, that's just sending that data to Vuex. So I will need to put this in here. This is going to be a bit annoying because I've got to put this in two different places. But this is what happens when we extract this out. Okay. The alternative to this is I don't have this up such a high level. I actually have it down inside the add link wizard. And I think that will be better to do that. So under add link wizard, let's actually find that particular thing. We have update document list. Here it is. So we're emitting that upstream. We just send it to the Vuex. Send data to Vuex. It's going to be 10 times simpler. Just making sure I go to the correct one. And it's just these 4 lines. And that's it. Now we're not using response in here. So this should actually be response.data 0. Okay. Look, I'm going to minimize that. I'm realizing that's taking up quite a lot of the space. Okay, so that should fix that. If we go over here now to the documents module, we were doing the add link wizard, I believe. Oh, add folder wizard. Folder list. Oh, all right, cool. We'll also do the same thing. So add folder wizard. And if we go to that implementation, we're just copying these 3 lines. And we're doing the update folder list. There it is. So instead of admitting, we're just update the folder list in VueJS. We're just doing that. And we've got response.data. All right, sweet. Which in theory, we could get rid of this code and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's go up here. Let's scroll down. So let's make sure we're doing this correctly. Let's go Kanban information. We got the add folder wizard. That's gone. Add link wizard. We'll cut this. And we'll paste this in. All right, so get destination. That's going to be really, really simple. That's just going to be Kanban card. All right, location ID, current folder, excluded documents, document filtered list. This won't need happening. This won't need happening. So document filtered list. Let's go down to our compute section. And it's just that. So VueJS is handling a lot of that. So we should have the add link wizard out there now. We don't have the confirm file delete view. So this is when you're like this and you got this pop up. Don't know what I'm going to do with this. Well, I just realized socks is gone. So I can show my face. The instant she gets treats, she's like, alright, cool, I'm done. I'll come back in half an hour. So yeah, a lot of this could start going. So for example, this add link wizard, I will keep that in for the moment. Upload document wizard. This is no longer needed. It's no longer needed. All right, as you see, a lot of this just starts just deleting all this code, which is great. Okay, so we can. Didn't mean to do that. Local variable new string is redundant. Yeah, we can. So I'm just cleaning up a lot of this. The reason being is we've just tested it without any of it in there and all that kind of stuff. We want this to become cleaner and easier to read. So yeah, the idea is this won't contain any modals whatsoever. This will be a separate thing. So that way we have control over what appears and what doesn't. So, all right, going back into this. Okay, so with the Kanban information, we now have the add folder wizard, add link wizard, and all that kind of stuff. So we need to program in that ability when we go into them. They will appear. They'll close any Kanban board. Card information modals open. They'll and when we've finished with them, they'll reopen up those things. So yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm just thinking where I am with a bunch of different things. Okay. Oh, sorry. I don't know where the art's here. Yeah, alright, so with this particular case, I've got to do some work to get this to work. So we'll attack it last. As for the so we'll open up the documents module. Let's go. We've done upload document. Let's do add link. So we want to go to the implementation of this. And as you see, it'll show the add link modal. But we want to get rid of this other modal first. So very much similar to the upload document. It'll close the card modal if it exists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, cool. Actually, I'm going to yank 7 lines. So we've got the add link. Paste that in. And we've got the add folder. We'll paste that in. So that should hit 2 of those. So with the add link, and we want to also do this for the confirm delete. Confirm file delete. Okay, we want to do it anyway. We're programming that in right now, so we don't need to do it in the near future. So these will close all of this. Okay. And I'm just double checking one thing. So if we got a var a equals document get element by ID, and we just got some random stuff. A is just null, so A does not equal undefined is true. Ooh, because then if we go a dot click, Yes. All right. I've made a mistake. So I'm actually going to use find and replace. So we want card modal does not equal and we want to replace it with card modal does not equal null. All right. Simple check right now. Saves us some issues later. So that's doing everything we want it to do. So if I open up the upload wizards, and this should be null. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 7, 8. Oh, did I hit? All right. So we're essentially doing that thing. So with the add link wizard, append the documents, clear the documentation, close the modal, re-show the card information modal if it exists. And this is a very quick, yep. Card information we don't need to worry about. In fact, I think I can close that now. This one, so update the foldable list in the Vuex, sweet. Close the modal, re-show the card information modal if it exists. This will be the exact same thing. Oh, this is the documents modal. Okay, so we've just done the folder, we've just done this. All right. Now we've got the hard part. This is where we need to edit stuff in the Vuex because we just don't have that information. All right. So we want to open up our source, we want to open up our JavaScript, and we want to open up our Vuex and our documentation. So we don't need the filtered list. We don't need the folder list. I'm pretty happy with this because a lot of this code is exactly the same code as before, but made for the Vuex sort of things. What we do need to have a look at though, if we have a look at it under the documents module, is we've got the document remove key. And we're going to make that as 0 straight off the bat. The mutations will be very, very easy. So update document remove key. We've just got state and our payload. State.document remove key equals payload dot document remove key. Easy. All right. We just need getters now, and so get element op qr. All right, cool. After here, get document remove key. And we're just passing through the state. We'll return state dot document remove key. That's all we're doing. We don't need any actions. There's no business logic around this whatsoever. So we're quite happy with it. So what actually happens is we're actually going to get rid of this here. We're actually going to cut this. We're going to put it in the Kanban information after the link wizard. We're going to muck that up. We don't need this because this is in Vuex now. And on this, It's a good question. I think both of these can be moved to the VueX. So this will be just like this now. So what we need to do is open up the confirm. So under the components, under the Kanban, no, not Kanban, sorry, under the modules, under the wizards, we've got the confirm file delete. And straight off the bat, we'll get rid of this. And instead, what we'll have, document key, get document remove key. All right. Don't know why I'm using it like that, so I am going to keep it consistent. So document remove key, document remove key. We're going to keep that consistent all the way through. So delete file, straight off the bat, check to make sure it isn't blank. If this.document remove key equals nothing, return. All right. We don't want to remove a blank file. Return. It's easy as that. Then we create the data with form data, document key equals document remove key. Then it sends it to the backend. We don't have an error, so what we want to do is this $store.dispatch new toast. We have header is going to be error removing file. Message, we could not remove your file. Error. Error. We want extra classes. We have background danger. And then we have a delay of 0. So in this sort of case, this is emitting the removed document and all that kind of stuff. So what we want to do is we want to go and reference this. So we'll stick this over here. And we'll key in what we need in here. So this is remove document. I was just doing that. Like so. This document remove key. Sweet. Now I think this I won't need. Or maybe. Don't know. We'll have a quick look. All right. So I don't think we need it. So I'm just commenting it out for the moment. So what we need to do here is update VueX, remove that document from the list. All right, so that's pretty simple to do. So that will happen right away. Give me a couple of seconds. I think we don't need the props. think that's good. All right, I'm just double checking everything. Yep, got built successfully. I'm just going to hit refresh. One thing I realized I didn't do. Reshow the modal. Just copying it. So that will actually happen after this. So reshow the modal. Oh, we got to close this modal. All right, so I'm just going to copy this. Just doing a little cheat. Close the modal. In fact, is there a closed modal? There is a closed modal. One day I'll go through and properly set up all these modals and stuff like that. It might be one of those things where I will set it up so it's an object somewhere and I can just send commands to a centralized system, which will just handle all this. Not looking forward to building that. All right, cool. So if we go to downloads and we click on this, and we go no, all right, cool. If we click on this and go yes, does nothing. I'm just gonna delete this. All right, looks like I needed to put more in here. Oh, I know why. Okay, under the documents modal, so this is working as expected. We haven't actually updated the document key, which we wanted to delete. One thing which we do want to do is render the folders. Okay, go to parent directory. All right, render the folders. And then remove document, confirm delete. All right, cool. So what we want to do is go to this. So close the card modal if it exists. So that's what we're doing. Send the data downstream. We're not doing that nowadays. So what we want to do, send the document key to VueJS. So this $store.commit. Type is going to be update document remove key. Document remove key is going to be the document key. That's all we need. So that will get sent up. Now, one thing which we should do is when we confirm the delete, so we'll close everything, zero out the document key just in case, and then close the modal. So this $store.commit, type is update document remove key, and document remove key is just going to be blank like that. So the idea is we don't accidentally delete that document. So if we go into here, we now go into the VueJS, we hit our document. So our document remove key is nothing. It's just an empty string, which is what we want. Let's hit this, hit downloads, and let's upload something. All right, let's hit this. So it fills out with the document ID, and we go no, and empties it out. Sweet. Now, in reality, we could potentially come back here really, really easily. What we could do, Could cut that. And just paste this in, like right here. All right. Let's do that again. Downloads. Let's hit this, and we're like, no. All right, perfect. Let's say we uploaded a file. Let's say Morgana. Like this, and then we go yes. You know, it didn't delete it. Now this is card 4. Let's see if. So it did remove it. It just didn't update this. Okay. So it is saying that it is going there. We should be hitting this. All right, let's hit the documents. This should be an action. So remove document. So this is the one where it removes it. This little thing here. We've got document key. I should be under this one. Remove document, document key. All right, let's go console log document key payload dot document key. All right, sweet as that. And then what we want is console log row. It will have row dot document key ID. And then we'll just have this condition. Like so. All right. We'll go back here. We'll hit reload. We'll hit this. Hit our console. We'll hit the downloads. We'll hit the upload document. We will hit the Morgana upload, and then we'll delete it. So we'll hit the delete, and then we go yes. Empty string. That's why. So those are true, that's true, and that's true. All right, cool. So confirm delete. That should be fine. I want to go console log payload. Okay. So I'm just going to hit you back. Okay, waiting a few seconds. I'm going to hit refresh. So it is deleting it. It's just not telling the Vuex, hey, this file's gone. So we'll just quickly do this again. We'll hit this. We'll hit that. We go yes. So object document key is nothing. Okay. That's because we're clearing everything. All right. As Axios is a promise, Axios will run. Axios is a promise. It is not guaranteed that the document remove key will not be blanked out by the time it has finished its web query. Hence, we cache this here. Smiley face. I do believe this is the problem. All right, cool. We'll hit save. We'll wait a couple of seconds. I will just hit reload. We've got number 4. We'll upload document. We'll upload armed with calculators. All right, armed with calculators. Let's hit that. Let's go yes. There we go. All right, so what has happened? Very simple. So it just hits this Axios sort of thing, and then it continues straight onto this closed modal. This will actually could happen a couple of milliseconds later or a minute later, depending how fast your internet is. If it's really, really slow and Jesus. The problem is we white out this document key. So what we need to do is, before we do any of that, is create a cache version of it to be like, all right, cool, this is what we're going to keep. So that way, when this is finished, we've got something to reference, which will be this. Simple bug. All right, let's delete our console logs because we're happy with this. Could I use finally on Axios? I don't know, because I don't think that variable will still be around. Because once we hit the Axios sort of thing, so this will just occur in the background, it moves on. I just assume all things are going to be successful. If they're not, we have a catch, which will be like, hey, something's gone wrong. And how are you, Smoggle? Small gumball. How are you going? Hopefully good. All right, let's upload document. I'm just making sure that, yeah, cool. So I'm happy with that. I'm not happy that I can't. All right, we just found a random bug. I think it's when I delete. Huh. That was weird. All right. Give me 30 seconds. I just need a drink of water. We'll come back and I'll figure out what's going wrong there. But it looks like we've almost done this. We'll do a quick shakeout test, making sure things are still working. And what we'll do is we can do a release tonight if we're happy with how this is all working. So yeah, I'll be right back. So what do I think is happening is when we click on this and we go yes, and with calculators, we go yes. If we click that, that will be fine. Something's happening now. Okay, confirm file, delete this closed modal. So that just removes it. That closes the modal. And that will... Oh, don't say I have to actually centralize all of this. Because that's the other thing I could potentially do, is I could centralize all of these modals. The idea being that Vuex will gather the global requirements, so forth like that, and then be able to control them. Because that is really annoying. It's only happening when I say yes. What the hell is happening? Alright, I got an idea. It's a hack, but it could work. So let's say someone deletes that. We've got multiple modals now showing. So what I want to do, so I want to go, let's say var a equals document get elements by class name. I'm going to paste those in, and A will have 2 in there. What if I delete the first one? All right. Then I close this. That will work perfectly fine. I think that's... Oops, sorry. That's going to have to be a hack. All right, so let's upload a document. Let's go armed with calculators. Let's hit this. Let's hit this. And we've got that. All right, so console log. Boom. So A will be like that. Can I can get that. So A0 dot remove Perfect. Okay. Copy message. So, I think I'm going to have to put it on here. The next alternative is, because we're dealing with fade, we could do a set timeout for 200 milliseconds. I want to try that first. The reason being is it could just literally be a just something simple. All right, cool. We need 200. Oh, let's go 500. Let's go 500. Let's go a second. We're exaggerating at the moment. All right, cool. And then if we close that, still got the same problem. All right. Yes, sucks. Okay. Due to a bug with Bootstrap, we have two divs with classes. Let's remove one of them. So what we want is const a equals documents div modal equals documents document.get elements by class name, and then we paste that in like so. If div modal is greater than 1, what we want to do is div modal 0.remove. All right. This sucks. Okay, it did do that. Yeah, no sucks. Yes. Yes. All right. Let's go 200 milliseconds for this. I'm just going to paste this in here. I'm going to go console log div modal. Okay. And now we wait and we hit reload. We've got to upload a couple of things. All right, the console div modal. Forgot to put the length. And welcome back. We found a weird bug with Bootstrap. Essentially, it's putting in 2 of these. So if I duplicate them, it'll put 2 of them in. So I just need to delete one of them. But I put it in a check to be like, hey, if there's more than one. And it only happens when I do it like this. And there you go. That's the fix. Really weird. Don't know why. And we just got that as a set timeout. So it waits until everything's reloaded. Let's do that. And done. So now we've got to fix the other sections where we don't have those components anymore. So we've done that one. We don't have the link and we don't have the folder. So let's do that right now. Let's close all tabs. Let's open up the parents module. So we've got the upload wizard. I want to edit this. I realize I've gotten rid of all of these modals. So I'm going to reference the code. So source, JavaScript, components, modules, submodules, documents modules. So we're just looking at what data we're sending down. So we got the destination, which if we go into add folder wizard, we should no longer be getting that destination. So we have it passing down. Oh, all right. This is yeah, I do the same thing with .NET and JavaScript and all that kind of stuff. You just get into that syntax, you know, and you're like, all right, cool, I'll do it like this, and then bang, you're like in a different language. You're like, oh god, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. All right, I'm going to see what I did with the Kanban board, because I need to double check everything's getting done correctly. So the Ks are actually up here, not down there. Kanban board. Confirm file delete we don't need to worry about. Yeah, we have the overrides. And that's why we put them in here like this. Now, whether or not we put the overrides within there, I think we've got access to destination location. Yeah, that's not going to be a problem then. So what we need to do is we're going to add in a bit of space. Add in a bit more space. We're actually going to add this in. Oops, Ox is back. Here's Ox. Like your tail's right smack bang in the middle of the code. Yeah, thank you. Alright, so we got the folder wizard. We don't need the destination. We just need to state that this is destination. We're happy with the location. Socks, stop it. No, I need that. Sit here. We need the location ID, which passes through. Good. We're not overriding this at the parents module at all. The only overriding we do is on the Kanban information, because we only upload documents out on Kanban cards. The current folder information, that should no longer be needed, I do believe. let's have a look at the Kanban information. So the current folder, we get it from Vuex, don't we? We can move that information down. We don't need to get it up here. So let's fix that up right now. So add folder wizard. Existing folders and current folder. We can actually do from here. Current folder, existing folders. Oh, well, let's get current folder. I'll muck that up. Current folder. All right. So current folder we no longer need. Add link wizard. So current folder. Like so. So we're happy. Current folder. All right, sweet. So we need to go to the Kanban information. We don't need the current folder anymore. And document filtered list and folder filtered list. Yeah, I feel like these we don't need to pass them down. So under add folder wizard, I am, sorry, just going to put this on the side so I can reference it. So add folder wizard, we've got existing folders equals folder filtered list. So I'm going to get my hand licked by socks, so I'm doing this one-handed. So existing folders is going to be get folder filtered list. All right, so we don't need this anymore. Add link wizard. All right, sorry, socks. I need my hand. Oh, exclude documents is get I think it's that. And if we have a look, get document filtered list. All right, sweet. You have tried to use Rust command on the CLI of my bash terminal. Yep. Yes. Sometimes you're like, I can do this, and you're just in a completely different area. All right, so we've just done that. We've simplified that process. So now we go to the parents module, and we essentially have a look at all of this add folder wizard. So we need destination, we need location. The current folder we don't need. That's in the Vuex. The existing Max. Don't know if you guys can hear Max screaming me in the background. We've got the folder list. Yep, that's in. So update folder list. That's done on the component itself. So if we actually scroll up to here, these should match. So add folder wizard, we're doing the override, and then we just need the location ID. Add link wizard. So I'm actually going to copy this. We need to make one little change. This is really hard with socks licking my fingers. All right, she stopped. We need to get rid of this. So this will just become destination. This is at high enough level that the destination's there. It'll be quicker to get it through this method. Instead, because at here it gets sent up to the Vuex, and then we don't want to suck it back down. The new org chart post reorg is doing my head in. Nothing is aligned. Yep. And then confirm delete. It's just that. So we've got to make sure we've got the documents module. Yes. So we've got the upload documents wizard. Upload documents wizard. So that has the override stuff in it, which we're fine with. We didn't apply the override to here or here, which is fine. We've got the add folder wizard with the destination location ID, add link wizard with destination location ID, and confirm delete. All right. Now, so that has added stuff in. Sweet. All right. Let's test this out. So we know uploading documentation will work perfectly fine. We don't know what delete will do. Delete works fine. Adding a link. Adding a link works fine. Adding a folder. Another folder. Adding another folder works fine. All right. I'm happy with this. We just now need to clean up our code. We do have compute property exclude documents is already defined in props. So we do need to clean up the code. All right. Is that one already existing? Where's that computed? Exclude documents, current folder. Existing folders. Are we using existing folders in here? No. We can get rid of it. We don't need it. All right. Let's start cleaning stuff up. The Kanban board we're fine with. We can get rid of that. The parents module, we're fine with this. The documents module, we'll come back to that. As far as I'm concerned, I didn't make many changes with this. I'm happy with it. The add link wizard, once again, didn't make many changes. I'm happy with it. The upload document wizard. Yeah, we're happy with this. Oh. Get rid of all of this. the documents module. This is going to be one messy boy. Straight off the bat, I don't like how this has rendered this, considering this looks perfectly fine. Now it's just this code down here. No, we no longer need that. Get rid of it. Alright. We don't need data. We're getting everything from Vuex, which is great because Vuex will do all their heavy lifting. Override location ID. Alright, cool. Yep, that's perfect. So when we change the, for example, click on a new card, that location ID will change. We want to update the folder list and document list. My guess all of this is fine. We've just tested this. This is fine. Yeah, I'm happy. We have shrunk this file quite a fair amount, which is great. All right, now for our unit test, which I believe will fail, and I think I know why. I think it'll fail because we've now separated everything out. So where's my little pen? I'm using this as much as possible as practice. Yeah. All right. So now we've got the components like this. They're Max in here. They're like this. However, because this is a modal, this is a modal, and this is a modal, this will call that modal and make it pop up. This will call that modal and make it pop up, and this will call that modal and make it pop up. Now, in our code, what we have is usually a constant equals a new modal. All right, and then we do our thing, and then we go c.show. Now, with our Vuex, we don't check to make sure it exists or not, so our Vuex will fail. Sorry, our unit test will fail because we're not doing a check in here. That's my theory. All right, give me 2 seconds. I'm just checking on Max. Alright. He just wanted to go out. He's not allowed out now. It's dark. Whoop. And he would go exploring at this time of night. Alright. So, what we want is npm run unit test. Okay, I was wrong. It passed. Did not expect that to pass. All right. Good news. Let's open up the index. All right, so we got 37.22. That is down. That's probably because we've been deleting quite a bit of code. So what we want to do is we want to have a look at some of this and be like, how can we improve this number? So for example, tags doesn't hit some of these stuff. So it looks like it doesn't hit that button. Don't know why. Tag does not equal 0. Alright. Yeah, so I'll need to... And a lot of this is using Axios, save tag, Axios. Oh no, new tag and stuff like that, so... Yeah, I'll need to go through and start, you know, redoing those unit tests. I always worry when a test I expected to fail passes. Yeah, I'm kind of like, ooh, this is... But at the same time, I'm kind of like, it's good. It's good. I'm happy. Less to worry about. Now, I just need to do a quick shakeout test. Just make sure that there isn't anything broken. So what I'm going to do, npm run end-to-end. And whilst that's doing that, I'm just going to shut my curtains. Alright, so we know the WebKit stuff is going to fail on this. Alright, we're not worried about the WebKit, we're worried more about the Chromium and the Firefox. Okay, cool. I'm just going to change it to this mode for the moment. Just give me 2 seconds. What I need to do is look at the test results, which are going black and white images. I don't want to accidentally have someone who is sensitive to this stuff watch stream and see this happening. Whereas I'm fine with it. Alright, cool. There you go. So yeah, that's what I mean, the images and so forth. Okay, so good news is we can go ready for retesting for this. We can click on this. Now, my current issues cannot remove folders. All right. Now, that is one thing we could look at. And as you see, we don't have many bugs left. A lot of the stuff that is left is dealing with the flow of objects and so forth like that. So I've got to sit down and I've got to go be like, all right, cool, we want to do it like this, we want to do that. So the next shakeout test will not only be a massive sort of bug sort of hunt, but it'll be discussing the flow of NearBeach. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff. I'm just wondering if that should go before everything, if I could fix it tonight. I think I could fix that tonight. So I will put this in this version. I'll unstar. I don't know why this stars everything. I'll put it in this version. And let's actually update our Embraco stuff so everyone knows what's happening. So what I've done is I've got this counter bugs in here now. So counter bugs. So that is current scheduled. So the current will be the 6th. Ready for retesting plus current issues. So 10. Schedule bugs is 6. Release bugs are 5. Block bugs are 0'd. That's now gone down to 37. That's still the same. That's still the same. That's still the same. So whenever I do that, in these sort of blogs and so forth like that, I'm going to put these components in here. So that will automatically update that. I'll need to backwards do that for the last for November and December. Sorry, November and October blogs. Okay. Just out of curiosity, 149 divided by 30. Ooh, if we're doing a release, if we do a release tonight, we'll get the average release cycle down to, oh, no, it's not. It's 100. It's 29. Okay, so it's just 5.1. Oh, that's fine. It's fine. No biggie. It's under a week on average. Okay. These particular bugs have been a bit bigger. So what we want to do so yeah, there's currently no option for deleting. So let's close all of that. Let's actually, before I do that, let's push what I just did, because that was a huge task. All right, done. Cool. So, done that. Let's do this. Oh, all right. No, this will actually go with the flow. Sorry, I'm moving this one to the next cycle, and the reason being is we'll need to discuss with the user that deleting the folder will remove all items within it, double check that, and so forth like that. So very much similar to deleting a folder on Windows, those other items will be deleted too. So we'll need to actually think of how this flow will work. So yeah. So the next release is dealing with those particular flows. So yeah, I'm going to go back to into here. I'm going to fix up that. So that will be 5, 5, and so forth like that. So yeah, we might as well do a release tonight then. And that means our current issues are all 5. We need to do a massive sort of shakeout. That will happen next stream. We'll also do some unit tests tonight before I do a release. We might as well increase the number of unit tests. So what I'm doing is I'm going into Circle CI. I'm going into my application. I need to be under the NearBeach stuff. So this is currently running perfectly fine. We'll just we'll click on it. Build and test the backend. We'll have a quick look at the backend because I think there are a couple of quick wins we can do. So I'll open it like this. And this is the good thing about having a coverage report is we can click on this. Straight away, we can see 38% unit tests on here. Campaign column view, edit column and stuff like that. So yeah, we can quickly do some stuff in here. New column, resort column. Yeah, so a lot of this is forms that we've got to do. but it should be quick and easy. We'll go to the admin views. So add new user. So we just need an add new user form. That's easy. We just need to do that as an administrator. So permission wise, we are already checking this because we're checking this to make sure that a user doesn't actually can access this. We just need to do it as an admin. Actually, no, I should do that. And then, yeah, all right, cool. So we can update user password. Yep, that should be pretty easy to do as a test also. And yeah, so let's do that. Let's go over here. Let's minimize everything, but I will be back in 30 seconds. Sorry, I just need to go to the bathroom and then we'll start writing more unit tests. All right, I'm back. Okay. So unit tests. Let's close this. Let's minimize everything. Let's extend the NearBeach. Let's open up the, we've got to go NearBeach and then the tests for the Django sort of stuff. So test user permissions. We've got the admin side set up. So what we want is add user. So admin add user, username to, all right, no, that's not the form we have. We don't actually have that particular form. What are you doing, Socks? All right, cool. So we'll open up this. We'll go to sites. We'll go to NearBeach. We'll go to NearBeach. And we'll go to tests. And we'll open up this. Just wear a diaper for the toilet. All right, now in here, I had form data. Add user form. Okay. Just going to move this over here. I am going to open up because we're looking at admin views. So I'm going to open up admin views and I'm going to have a look at this code. So admin add user form is what we want. So admin add user form. Okay. So that's with add user, admin add user form. So group. All right, cool. And we can have multiple groups. Yes, Socks. Submits and saves. All right, cool. Yes, Socks. Now, the thing is, we don't need to actually test Django if these forms are going to work or anything like that. So it can assume that, hey, this particular user will, this particular user's group will exist. So we're only going to put in data where it'll exist. Otherwise, if that data doesn't exist, for example, one of those group results is outside of that spec, then it will fail at the form validation level, which we don't need to test. Okay, so we need to loop through these fermentations and then add them into the database. So we got group, yep. So in this sort of case, I'm going to add in just one test, just to make sure this works. So we've got an example here. So admin add user form. I'm trying to think how I can get to this. I'm just double checking the URLs. So we're searching for admin views dot add user. It's right in front of us. So admin add user. So we go to down here, admin add user. We've got a username of 200 post, and that really does nothing. I'm going to copy this. Yes, sucks. I'm going to write something different. Sweetie, come here. It likes it set up like this. Oop, no, like that. All right. And I'm going to run that unit test very quickly. So we need our source to be venv bin activate. We need Python 3 manage test. Now these tests don't take too long to do. We'll also fix up that time zone stuff very quickly. So that ran perfectly fine. In theory, what will actually happen is we'll come into here. It should hit this. It should pass the form. It should hit this, and so forth like that. But I don't know if admin add users. Oh, admin add users. All right. Yeah, all right. Yes, this is... Problem is we've got duplicate names. All right, what if add user? All right. Thank you, socks. So what I'm going to do with this particular one is I'm going to state that this is object admin add user. Now I know this is going to probably break the tests. This is fine. There we go. We got a broken test. It would be the third-ish one. So what I think is, yeah, assertion 400 over 200. All right. So what I think is this one now needs to be object admin user. Right. I don't know. There we go. There you go, sucks. Everyone wants to see you. All right. Now let's clean up these warnings and stuff like that. So we've had this runtime warning, date field notification, and so forth done before. And I feel like part of the date time in here. All right, give me 2 seconds. So date time. what we want it done is under a specific directory. Okay, maybe not. Don't know. All right, home NearBeach, site NearBeach, then Python 11, sites packages, runtime warning, date field notification, and date received as a naive date time, while time zone active. All right, but I need more information. What files was it hitting and so forth like that. Okay. And I don't know why these are appearing. I think I got a print statement somewhere. There you go. Now, what I'm going to do is runtime warning, I'm going to copy this. I fixed this error before. What I need to do is search the issues. Okay. So runtime warning, so forth and so forth. Time zone now.date. All right. Okay. But what I could do is I can copy this. This is why I copy the bug codes and stuff like that into my commits. So I can actually search for this. What one did I want? I wanted 111 through 5. Yeah, oh, whoop, I didn't want that. I actually wanted to go to that one commit. There we go. So, oh, okay. So I'm just looking for date time. All right, and that's what I need to do. Date time dot. But I am doing that. What if I do a dot at the start? Oh, wrong way. Okay. Datetime dot datetime. Yeah, it should be datetime dot datetime dot now. Dot date. Oh, okay. But they all got date on them. Okay. Yeah, this is weird. We're importing date time. We do have that set up. Don't know. This is a weird situation why it's still giving me those. Even on there. Yeah, don't know. All right, cool. Getting back to this, let's close this. So we should now have coverage that's hitting this. We now need to update group leader status. So if we go into here, update group leader status, we're using the form update group leader status form. So if we go into here, update group leader status form, we don't have anything that we've sort of tested out up here. So what we could do is we can make that up. So we can go into this implementation now. So we've got username, we've got group, we've got permission set, and we've got group leader. And that will be a true false. So what we would do, so we'll copy this one. So update group leader status form, we'll paste it in. We've got username, group, permission set, and group leader. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to close that. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to users. I'm just going to click on a user. I'm going to open up the network. We can actually hijack this information. I'm going to get rid of that. So we've got a response, and we've got a request, and it's all lowercase true. So group leader, and that will be true. All right, cool. So we want to go to our tests. We're going to scroll down, because this will be part of this new section down here. We'll have URL test. We'll have the URL. We'll have no data. We'll have this data. Looks like I need to do this. Oh, I think this needs to be true. And then we'll have 200. Now I need to find the URLs. That will be all the way up at the top. So admin update user password, admin add user. This will be called update group leader status. Yeah, update group leader status. Okay. Hopefully that works. This is why we run the tests. We have an error. No reverse for that. All right. Let's go into our URLs. Let's just copy this. Let's paste it in. Let's hit save. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, no reverse. All right. Let's go back to here. What did I do? /user. Yep. All right. So this will need to be user. Let's do that again. And it failed. It might have failed because of the boolean. All right. Oh. And the following test will make sure. All right. Method failed 405. I think that's HTTP incorrect method. George Bush eating a... Yep. All right. It's a stupid error. I should have done after here post. It's been a while since I've done this. Terribly sorry. There I go. We're passing. Sweet. All right. So we've got still 51 tests. Okay, so update group leader status. That should have gone through most of this. What we want to do is we'll hit this. We want to do it for both a permission set and a group, so it can be almost the exact same sort of code. So what I mean is we've got groups, simple group. If I delete all of this and I tick this, you'll notice this comes through. So we've got user group, username, first name. We shouldn't be sending that much stuff. It should be... Let's have a look at the code. I'm going to zoom in so people can actually read this code. Terribly sorry, I should have done that a lot sooner. So we come through, we do the form. If the form's valid, we don't need to test if it's not valid. We're going to skip that. We'll come through, user group update. So we'll hit that. If the destination equals group, group ID is the first one. User group filter for that particular group. Oh, okay. Sweet. So what I want to do is if I go back here, yeah, group, and then permission set. So, oh, I hate when I do that. Yank, paste. Oh, it's done that automatically. I didn't want it to do that. Okay. We want to change, let's group, permission, set, and then user. And I think everything else should be fine. I don't think we're actually changing much. We're just making sure that this functionality still works. We'll need to also deal with the falses, making sure that they go through also. So what we'll do, yank those 3 lines, we'll paste them down here, and we'll change this to false. All right, and we'll just have another check. All right, sweet. Now, more coverage. Update user password. All right, cool. So what will actually happen? So URL test update user password. This is an administration function. So if we actually go into a user, we can reset their password. So let's just do that. Let's go test $1234, test $1234, and update their password. That will actually send a response. It will send the request with the password and username as the form. So let's go into here. No, wrong one. So password reset form. Password reset form. So we'll just create this. Username is going to be 1, and password is going to be our test $1234. And I believe those are the 2 fields we need. So with this, I don't believe we need to send any other information. No. So we don't need to send any other information. We then paste this in. We then make corrections. We then expect a 200, and we want to do this in post. Now I'm just tidying up things in here. All right, cool. So that should work and hit. And it should hit this coverage too. All right. Now the thing is, how do I do the coverage things? I do want to test this locally, but I've forgotten how to do the coverage things. So I'm having a look at the config. We've got coverage run. Okay, I'm just going to bring this over there. I'm going to close this because I don't need it anymore. I'm sorry, I'm just moving this over. Coverage run. And then what we want to do is we want to copy this. Just pasting it into the terminal. And then manage test. All right. So it does its thing. And then I can go coverage report and coverage HTML. No, it's saying 70. Did we lose some more? Like, did we add in another? Because I've got 73 up there. This states 69 now. Oh, I must have added a new view or something like that, and it's dropped that number down. Okay, not a problem. We're here to add more. Where did we add it? HTML coverage. Ah, there we go. And then index. So this is our local. I'm going to close the Circle CR stuff because we won't need it at the moment. Now, as you see, the admin users has disappeared. So if we go admin views, We now are just missing these HTML bad requests. So we know, I mean, we should really test for this if we've got a bad form. The reason being is I still want bad forms to, if I refactor, I still want that to show up as a, oh no, you've done something wrong type of situation. So what I'm going to do is I only need the update. So wait, we need the add users. Admin add user. We're going to get rid of the username. And that should be a 500, I think. So if I do a test, now that's an F. It might not be 500. 400. Oops, sorry, I just dropped my whiteboard marker. So yeah, we still need these tests coming through with the fails and so forth like that, because if we don't want it continuing on with broken forms, and I think having this as a test in here, we can find out when that's happening, so forth like that. So we only really need one of these. And we get rid of this. So yeah, we don't need to do every single permutation. Got an error. All right, not a problem. All right. Okay, I'm going to leave that as that. All right. I'm going to undo that. Admin add user. All right, so that's the only one in there at the moment. That was weird. That was really weird. All right. So I've got this. I'm just copying that one line. I'm pasting it after. I'm doing no changes. And it comes up with an error. That is really weird. All right, let's yank this, paste this. Let's get rid of this. Let's put a 400. Delete, yank, paste. Oh, 200 doesn't equal 400. So I've got 400 there. All right, let's try that again. And either this is a bug. Ah, this isn't specific. Oh no, it is a bug. Update user password. Update user password. Password form reset. Password reset form. Required true. Required true. $200 does not equal 400. All right. Something's going on. Let's have a look. Update user password, update user password, update user password. So it should be going into the admin admin views update user password. This one's update user password, but it's just got update password. Should be fine. Don't know why this is not working how we want it to. So I'm just going to do that. And I'm just going to put passes, gets 200 HTTP code for some reason. Because if we go over here, and let's actually edit this. So edit and resend. What we could do is we can remove certain stuff from here. So we can remove this. Let's just remove all of this. And then go send. That should give us an error. So it gives us the password and username. That's what's meant to happen. So this is weird. Okay. Don't know. Don't know. Okay. Let's go back to our coverage. So that would have just knocked it up to 97%. We're happy with all of this. Authentication views. I think we've got to do special cases to reach these, I think. Oh yeah, we're not testing the reCAPTCHA. Because that will be just too hard. So, campaign column views. Yeah, we can knock a few of those out very quickly. Theme views. Update theme. And get theme. Oh, get theme's an internal function. Data structure should be theme.string. So if none is, yep, all right. In this sort of case, we'll need to test as the dark admin to reach that line. And the update theme, we can easily do that. That won't take too long to do. All right, sweet. Let's do that right now. So we want to go to profile. All we need to do is please update user details to save. Is I'm going to close that. I'm going to delete all that. I'm going to hit update. Hold on a moment. Update theme. It's an internal function. Okay. So this one gets hit with through another method. So this will get hit with the update data. So let's have a look. This is profile information update data. So not that one. Not that one. Profile information, not quite. Here we go. So profile update data. Profile update data. There's nothing in here. We might as well just add it at the end. So URL test profile update data. We'll have that. We'll have that. We'll have, oops, we'll have a 200 and we'll have a post. Right, so, all right, now we just need to get the data, which we can nick from over here. So we've got username, first name, last name, theme. So what? Give me 2 seconds. I'd get profile, update data. I want to actually go to that. And we're using the update user form. So the update user form, which is down here. So what we'll have in here, the username. I need to username, first name, last name, theme. How was work?
Yeah, it's good. No, third message. Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
No, I can't see socks. Hey, Max.
Why is your stream so delayed?
Because socks kept knocking over the iPad, so now I've got to go with my computer.
So delayed.
Yep. It's about 10 seconds. Oop. Alright, so we need to paste this into the test results.
Is your camera panning across to me?
Shouldn't be. It's not that advanced.
You finally got my reception just now.
Unless socks just knocked the camera. Oh wait, that's more than 10 seconds now.
See? See? So delayed.
Yeah, I know. She's... Alright, gotta clean up this. Oh, I should just use find and replace.
Max is very comfy on my arm.
Yeah, he would be.
He's sitting like that.
He's like, you haven't been here all day. I had to get... Yeah, I had to get cuddles elsewhere. I was not proud.
No.
It's okay, Max. Beep. He's like, no. Right.
Hey, you gotta wake up.
Yeah,
Okay.
just the other day.
I was gonna get you those.
Anyway.
But I was thinking about something else to do. Don't buy anything without asking.
Alright.
But first,
No, she's running away. She's like, nope,
nope.
nope. Alright. She's like, no, not the false cuddles. No. No, what are you knocking off? Even socks told you off then. Alright, so we should now hit this. If we go out here, so we should hit that. The Kanban columns view. Okay, so we need to edit column, delete column, new column,
Okay.
and resort column. Oh, all right. I'm gonna probably come back with that one.
Oh, you close the socks out of a window then.
She's like, no, it's nighttime. She sits here.
And if I'm here.
Yeah, she's just like, stop it. All right, we just redid the coverage.
Really?
So I'm gonna reload.
And I knocked off your magic mouse.
Oh, the things didn't. All right, it mustn't reach these, I don't think. I've got to find out where we're updating the theme. All right. Don't want to do that. I just want some quick wins. We've got some tag views. Ah, should be fine. We've got enough. We're at 70. Okay. Let's do a release. We've got about 20 minutes left, so we might as well do a release now. What I'll do is I'll go git status. Okay, cool. We'll actually close this. Quit. Save. Go back. Git status. Cool. Git add. We'll add everything for the moment, but what we'll do is modify the URLs. Yeah, that should be fine. Sorry, I'm just thinking at the moment. Okay, so what we need to do, follow the instructions. That's what we need to do. So we need procedures. Deployment of NearBeach. So this will be changing very shortly. So we need to pull in some stuff, but first off, let's go to github.com. Let's actually go to NearBeach. We actually have a pull request come through. So we need to bump Vite up. So we will actually merge that in. Oh, all right. So files changed. So at the moment, the Vite doesn't do much for us. We're using it for the testing sort of stuff. We will be essentially moving from Webpack to Vite. Hopefully this month, depending how much time I have. Couldn't update branch. All right, that's weird. All right, cool. So what we need to do, git commit, applying more unit testing. We're just going to push that. Git pull. Git merge in main. That's right. Git pull. There we go. Had to change branches first. Git checkout development 0 030.20. Oh, yeah, this is 29. No, I don't need to git pull again. I don't know why I did that. All right, git push. All right, we're removing the nodes modules. We're doing npm install because we've done a node module. Sorry, we've added new node libraries and all that kind of stuff. So we just want to reinstall everything as a final sort of test. We have 0 vulnerabilities. That is great news. So we've just merged in stuff. Run all tools. We've done that. Remove the build and dist. All right, sweet, done. Update the version numbers in the following files. All right, cool. So we'll minimize everything. We'll open this up. We'll go to our package.json, and this will actually go up to 29. Ooh. And under NearBeach, we'll go up to 29 also. Fancy, fancy. Okay, make sure they're currently, yep, we should be in, yep, we are. Run unit tests. Now we've been running these unit tests. So Python 3 manage tests like so. We've been doing this quite a bit now. So yeah, we might as well let this finish. All right, sweet. So what else do we need to do? Run the unit tests. All right. I'm gonna npm run prod first. In theory, it doesn't really matter if we are running production first or whatever. All right, npm run unit test. All right, at breaks ends in, a minute. Oh God, why is it so long? I swear to you, they just keep putting those up. All right, compile JavaScript into production mode, do end-to-end testing. So we're still doing end-to-end sort of testing. That is fine. It'll shake out everything. We will be moving this end-to-end testing up onto CircleCI eventually. Ooh. Oh, okay. It's WebKit. Cool. So all the failed are WebKit. That is fine. So all the passed, it's fine. I'm just doing a double check. So we have NearBeach, not coverage. We've got test results. It's because I made the admin user dark. So I should be able to do this perfectly fine. I did do another test before where it was going white and black. All right, we're happy. Cool. Edit setup. No, we don't need to do that. Oh, the PyPI list outdated. Oh, pip. Sorry, pip list outdated. Sorry, pip list outdated. All right, cool. Oh, we've got to test Django 5 soon. I did test it on its alpha and yeah, let's just say things just didn't work as planned. Okay. Pip install upgrade photo 3 photo core cryptography Django doc utils and import lib metadata IPython msal pxbet platform ders s3 transfer syncs RTD theme trait let's URL lib3 and wheel. All right, so we'll update all of those. We'll do a quick shakeout test just because I want to test out the Django 5. It is something, yeah, I tested a few weeks ago with the alpha. Things weren't working as expected, and I don't know if it was because it was Django 5 and I just mucked my setup or something like that, or if there are breaking changes. If there are breaking changes, it means that we will have to rebuild one of our Docker libraries making sure that it doesn't use the 5 version, and then we'll have to literally do a massive sort of fix to get it to work on 5. Yeah, now I remember going from Django 1 version, I forgot what version it was, I think 1.16. Oh, it's been so many years now. I remember jumping from that to the 2 version, and that was breaking everything. So when was this? Yeah, I remember going from that to that and having to rewrite quite a lot of the stuff. Now, in theory, should not happen. Everything should just work fine. Ignore that. That is just cache. Okay, I'm not having the issues I was having the other day. So yeah, the other day, none of these pages were rendering correctly. I think it was just the bug or how I've set something up. Okay, cool. I'm happy. That is fine. So, going through our this. So we've just updated everything. We now need to run this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the terminal over here. I'm gonna make it so it's that. So we need Python 3, setup py, sdist, bdist, wheel. And then we need Python 3, twine, upload, dist, repository, NearBeach. Python 3, twine, upload, spelled correctly. And there we go. All right, so once again, I keep saying this for weeks and weeks and weeks. We will be automating this when we go to 0.31 because we need to do it through a release candidate sort of cycle. So when we finish up with 0.30, which hopefully will be soon, we'll be automating this process. So the idea is I'll push the code and then I'll do a release and everything just gets built. So all the node libraries will be built properly and everything like that. So yeah. All right, cool. So that is now up here. Let's double check that. pypi.org. Go NearBeach. This will be the old version number here. It's fine. Here we go. Here's our latest version. Sweet. All right. We don't need the playwright report open. We'll need this open. Won't need this open. Won't need this open. I won't need that open. We'll need this open. So push the code. So git status. Git add everything. Git add force NearBeach static git status. So that will include all the static files and so forth like that have changed. And then git push. Now this is a big one. Oh, git commit. Deployment of 0.30.29. And then git push. So yeah, this will take a little while. I think it's about 20 megabytes. So hopefully the NearBeach code base doesn't get overly big. All right. So that's been pushed up. Do a pull request. So this is just done less than a minute ago. Let's do a pull request. Let's get rid of all of that and go bug fixes. This is where we go over here. We order this by the oldest first, and we just copy this. We go. We can close that. We can paste this in. Hit the next one. Copy this. Paste it in. Hit the next one. All right. And then what we want is we want to copy this, create pull request. Cool. I know I'm cheating. All right, now we do a release. So we click on the release. We're going to paste this in. So we have alpha 030.28. Development alpha, yada, yada, yada. 29, sorry, not 28, 29. Generate, yep. And then set it's free, yep, yep, yep. And then publish. Okay. Sweet. Sorry. And that should be building everything. I don't know why. It's just truncated that. Yep, cool. If people click on that, they're like, all right, cool. It's got these. Yep, sweet. That's fine. All right. We now need to, all right, so we've done that. We've done that. Now we just need to trigger this. So GitHub workflows, Docker image. We'll edit this. And we'll go 0.30.28. We want to replace with 0.30.29. And we replace all. Double check down here. Yep, we're happy with all of this. I am going to hit commit changes. I'm going to commit directly. We'll be automating this process soon. Bypass rules and yeah. Okay. That should not take too long to actually implement. If we actually have a look at the actions. Base Docker 7 hours ago. All right, cool. So we've got a really new image lined up, which is going to be great news. This should also just take about 4 minutes to do, so it won't take too long at all. Yeah, so we're happy with that. All right, cool. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for today. I am going to finish that a little few minutes earlier. Whoops, dropping the texter. We might as well just do the admin sort of stuff. We'll go fixed, 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 fixed. All right, and then we get rid of this release from here. Confirm. We go into custom fields. We get rid of it in the custom fields. So this will take not much longer. I'll update my my prod version tonight. Okay, NearBeach application. Oh. version. And then what we need to do is this one, we need to release. And then we need to archive. Like so. Perfect. All right. So if we go back to the issues. God, that takes so long to do. I don't know if my internet is slow. It shouldn't be. Yeah, it's weird. Don't have drop frames, which is nice. All right, so the next plan is dealing with the sort of workflow of NearBeach. So when you open up a task or a requirement or anything like that, what's its general sort of flow? Did we want to open those up so users could edit those flows and all that kind of stuff? We want to sort of be like, all right, what happens if a user closes a task? What happens then? How do we open up that task? Who can open up that task? And so forth like that. So we're going to do a lot of thinking around that. These particular tickets that are left over tend to actually discuss this. So yeah, we've just got to go through, plan everything out. A lot of these sort of things are like statuses and this and that. So for example, the change task rejected RFCs to play task failed because it shares that with the failed task. So rejected and failed share the same sort of status. We're going to be like, all right, cool. Did we want to keep that, or did we want to actually add in that failed, that reject as a status on the change task and so forth like that? So yeah, we've just got to do all that sort of stuff. It'll be a lot of drawing and planning and all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, we'll get that done pretty much straight away. Hopefully tomorrow I'll start that. All right, and then pretty much shake out testing and so forth like that. For those wondering if you're interested in what we're doing for the December, you can go to NearBeach.org and then go to the blogs under the menu, and you can click on the NearBeach December 2023 goals. Otherwise, here's a link in chat. The idea is this will show you what we need to do. I need to update this very quickly. We can actually do that right now. NearBeach.org. I've just hit a random NearBeach.org /add so what we want to do is do another full site test and bug fix. Hopefully the full site test and bug fix won't have as many bugs as we found last time, but that being said, the amount of bugs we found last time we were able to solve very, very quickly because they were very, very easy one-liner bugs, 1 or 2 line bugs to fix. So yeah, improving the object flow is a big importance. That is literally happening this week. Document testing and improvements. So I need to actually contact a few friends and go through the documentation with them. They have no idea how to install NearBeach and stuff like that, and that's what I want. So I want to actually jump onto them and be like, all right, cool, can you actually get this installed? Are these instructions useful? And so forth like that. We've got test coverage. So we are trying to improve our test coverage. We need to actually update this test coverage in, I don't know why this is taking forever to load. I am hoping it might be my internet. Oh no, there we go. We want to increase the test coverage once again. We also want to do some improvements to the marketing site, so I might stream some Umbraco stuff. I just need to figure out how to get it working on Linux. The weird thing is I just can't get it to work. There's a couple of errors that pop up. I need to figure that out. So there is a couple of things which I want to actually do for the marketing site. I also want to implement some new features, so public links for new objects. Oh, sorry, not new objects, public links for objects. Now, that will have to happen after the NearBeach flow, so the flow will actually discuss that. So creating a public link on a Kanban board or something like that, or potentially a card, getting it down to a lower level. and then having the ability for the user to be like, all right, we'll delete this public link. Implementing Vite for compiling and testing, yeah, we want to actually do that. RFC list, who can approve? We need to just implement a new sort of functionality where I've noticed when I've got the RFC, sometimes it's really confusing. If you don't have access to approve it, it just sits there and it doesn't tell you that these people can actually approve it. You should be contacting these people. We'll also be looking at implementing two-factor. That's not going to happen this month. That'll happen next year. We need to investigate OAuth also and how those two will bundle together for this. Sorry, just keep dropping my stuff. As for the 031, which we are actually looking at, depending how many bugs we actually find when we shake out, we want to be implementing a new build process and automating most of the builds. We also got a issue which is dealing with the auth user model and stuff like that. So we've got to look into that to be like, can we support that? Can we not? Let me just open up this. We also want to discuss the process on updating packages. So a couple of months ago, we got a sort of thing being like, hey, listen, there's a exploit in Django in that particular version you're running. You'll need to actually push out a new version of Django and stuff like that. And we are looking at the Docker open what is it called? Sorry, there is an open sponsorship program. Sponsored OSS. So what we're looking at in here is it does actually kind of state that we have to keep everything up to date and so forth like that. I think having a procedure in place to be like, all right, this is what happens when this happens. We'll have it so it updates this. We'll need to figure out how we can implement this so that way, even if we don't submit any changes for NearBeach, the Docker will automatically release the newest version, whether or not we backdate the current versions or we go forward and create a new release. So I've got to figure that out. Yep, that's going to be fun. Probably going to talk to a bunch of people and so forth like that. Investigate where to place end-to-end testing in CircleCI. Yeah, it's discussed today. I do want to put that up in CircleCI, so it's all the testing is all in one place. Looking at implementing a My Jobs feature into NearBeach where users can specify what to focus on certain days. That it'll be a lot of design, and we're looking at Gantt charts, which kind of links up to sprints. So another thing which I'm looking at is sprints. And finally implementing those. It has been years. All right, let's quickly edit this. We know we have 5 bugs left. We know we're just scheduled bugs. We got 5 and we got 0. This has dropped down to 70, but bit disappointing. That's there. We've got this release today. What is today? It's the 6th of December 2023. All right, and that will update this up here. Easy done. All right, let's find someone to raid. There we go, easy. Oh, he's a bit quiet. Oh, no, he's moving. Does he have no sound? Ah, we'll find out in a minute. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me tonight. Socks has just jumped up onto the table. Sorry, sweetie, there's no more treats tonight. looks like we're rushing towards the end of the year, which is great. So yeah, anyway, thank you very much, Nocturnal. Anyway, see you guys and have fun.